Hey everyone. So not a lot of videos on how to remove injectors on the Nissan Titan Cummins, the 5.0. So here's what I learned. I had to remove the air filter just to get more space out here. Remove the fuel hoses. They remove here, just a clip. And it removes right here, just a clip. Let me show you. And there are these clips. You pry them open, and you unclip them. There's two of them. They're just in a way. I'm sure you don't have to, but whatever makes it easier and it's not hard to remove, why not? Two little helpers. And then these are really fragile. So what I did was I got one of these picks, Harbor Freight, and I just kind of shoved it in here. Let me zoom in, shove it in here. And I pry it open, and then I carefully just push them off, and they slide off. Much better than trying to press on this thing and risk of breaking it. I don't know, I've broken already. So here is the feeder hose. So this hose connects right here, and when you prime your truck, it kind of like siphons the fuel, so there's no air pockets, and it kind of goes into these hoses. And I had a lot of problems with these hoses. I couldn't take them off. I did everything. I thought they just unplug, if I can just pull them off. Tried to pull one off, it just broke off. And then I tried to still pull it off, it just doesn't come out. And then I tried to do the other one, and it doesn't come out. So what I had to do was so they come like this. Sorry for my camera. So they come like this, and there's like a hose that goes there and there, and I broke these off. And what I did was I couldn't figure out how to open it. I tried everything, and I looked up online, I looked up videos. No one talks about these, and I looked up other diesel engines, and they're a little different. I guess the Cummins and Nissan is different. So this thing just lifts up, and then you pull them up. But it's not that easy as right now, because this clip is broken. This whole thing just fell off. So what I did, I got the pick, and I started shoving it in here into this hole, and it didn't really help because I thought this is the clip. So what I started doing was to like the almost last injector, I finally figured it out. I took my little pick that I showed you earlier, this little pick. I kind of just shove it in there into this kind of hole, and I try to pry it open. And then if I can, I use a little screwdriver, like a flathead screwdriver, to pry it open and lift it up. And then carefully, I like wiggle it out, because if it breaks, it sucks. I just had to order a new, so they don't sell just one clip. This whole thing, this whole harness right here, show you. This whole harness, there's 4 on this side, 4 on that side. This whole harness comes as one unit, and it's like, I found one on eBay, it's like $250. So I had to order that. Hopefully I don't break the new one. But I'm sure if you don't break it, maybe you can splice it or something. But these do not come off. They're like welded on. So yeah, and these are how the injector look like. So the clip. This is how the injectors look like. So to pull them out, it was a little difficult. I bought this puller, and it comes in with like this thing right here, and then it has this thing. It kind of slides, and then it has the back. You kind of screw it on, and then this thing screws on the injector, and then you screw it on here. So I not easily, but took off this spark plug injector, because there's just enough space, you can just hammer it out, not a problem, pretty easy. And then I got 2 of these. These were much harder because of this box, and I just couldn't slide the hammer. I kind of like worked it. It took me maybe like 10 minutes just to take this injector off, but I slid it open. I got this one out, but I couldn't get these 2, and I can't really take this off because I don't want to drain my coolant, and there's a pipe connects on the bottom for the coolant. I disconnected these to help me with my hand. Sorry, can't damage these. So what I did was I sacrificed one of my swivels and cut this pipe, welded these on, and I kind of started working them in. Here I kind of had enough space to kind of push it out, hammer it out. This bolt, it was easy. This side, same thing, pretty easy. I kind of moved this wire and I just kind of smacked until it came out. It wasn't too bad, but the last one I couldn't do anything about it. I tried everything. And the last one over there, number 8. So what I did was got one of these sockets, like I don't know, 7/8 or 1 inch, whatever. I slid it in here, and then I used this thing. It screws on the injector, on this head right here, screws on, and I kind of screwed it in halfway, so there's a little lip left, and I got just a flathead pry bar, and I just worked it out carefully, and it worked pretty well. I'm sure you can probably pry it off the valve cover, but I just didn't want to risk breaking anything, just because I was already heck upset that I broke this fuel line, and now it's $250 for just this junk, and you can't buy separate ones. Oh, fuel rail. So I didn't. So all the directions that I read said to remove, some reason, the fuel pump. Yeah, high pressure fuel pump, and then the fuel rail for some reason. I'm not sure if they meant this rail, because I didn't see pictures. I just read it, or these. But I just removed those. I bought a kit on the Amazon. It's like $20. Came in all these sockets, but I don't need any of them. I just needed number 17. There. So you just kind of screw it on this thing. I think I got every single injector with a big wrench, ratchet, and just this thing. It was some were kind of hard to get to, like this one right here, because of this tank, like I said. But if you even remove this tank, there's a metal bracket, and this bracket is in the way, and then this main wiring harness, I tried to move it best I can, but I just can't move it, too much work, and I tried to do this best I can. Here wasn't an issue. I just shoved it in, unscrewed it, not a problem. The biggest thing I had with all this that took forever is these clips that just fell apart. These clips right here. I just wish somebody had a video showing how to remove these clips. Like, it's such a simple thing now, but when I was trying to work it, because I saw some guy trying to remove these, and he just like got some pliers and he just ripped it out. But I tried, and this whole top just falls off. And then the second clip, I tried to unplug these sides just so I can just remove the injector. It's attached. I couldn't do anything about it, so I just broke it, and I'm waiting for parts. And the reason I removed the injectors was I bought this truck. Some dude put DEF fluid into the diesel tank and then drove it until it shut off. So I was hoping I just have to clean the tank, change the filters. I just had to flush the system. So what I did was I removed the tank completely. I washed it, cleaned it, like it was spotless, dry. I put it back in. I put fresh diesel with cleaner. I think I put hot shot and seafoam, and I think diesel cleaner or something in the tank. And you have to do at least 10 quarts because the pump is kind of high, and these trucks must have at least 10 quarts in the tank for it to prime correctly. And then I removed the filter by the tank, made sure it's all clean, remove the put a new filter in, and then I got here, removed these lines, and then I turned my key on. It pumped whatever it was in the lines out until the fresh diesel started coming out, and then I plugged it back in, and then I waited till this one primes, and then this one started coming out. So this thing is all clean. Put a new so now we're new filters, new diesel. There's cleaner in the lines, fresh diesel. It looks good. Like the diesel was yellow, like it was like lemonade. After I cleansed it, it was nice. Try to start it. It doesn't start. It tries to start. It's like about to start. It doesn't start. And then I noticed it's like pouring black. It was really black smoke, and it was pouring diesel out of the exhaust. So what I did was did some research, and there's nothing on these trucks. Like, it's ridiculous. These are most unique Cummins engines, and nobody has any videos on them. So what else could it be? So I looked it up. It's a stuck injector. So one of these injectors is clogged with DEF fluid because it crystallizes, and this has been standing for maybe half a year with DEF fluid in it. So all these injectors, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I could buy new ones. Well, not new ones, used new ones that are working, but I think I have to program them because I'm sure they're programmable. They need to program them, and I'm not wasting more money on this. So what can I do was probably gonna take these to the shop to get them clean. Just need to find a guy to clean them because I can take them apart. I could take them apart because this thing unscrews. You clamp this side and you just unscrew this, and you take this whole assembly out with the springs and you clean them. But again, if I clean them, I have to reprogram them because it messes with the spring tension and different pattern, I'm guessing. So I don't know, I'm gonna try to soak them and maybe sea foam for a couple days. Then put new gaskets on them, but I just don't know how to test them if they work. I don't want to put everything back together just to try to start it and it's not gonna work again. So whatever, leave a comment, see what I can do. But here's the part number if anybody needs them. And then you have to change these gaskets, these O-rings, these crush wash. I'm not sure what they are, but you have to change these. And this is a rubber O-ring. You have to replace this. And what else I have left is I'm gonna buy a vacuum attachment, and I need to vacuum all of this debris out because there's like a bunch of crap in there. But I'm really scared that it's gonna get into the engine because I took these spark plugs out. They're so dirty. Like whatever this is, it's like sand. It's a bunch of crap right next to the injector hole. I'm so scared it's gonna go in there. So yeah. Well, I guess thanks for watching. If you guys have comments or any suggestions what I should do with the injectors, leave a comment. And if you have any suggestions what I should do with cleaning that, I'm thinking just to vacuum it with like a shop vac. Thanks guys.